So today's dish, you may have heard of it. You'll find it at some restaurants, few and far between. There's all kind of variations to it as well. It's called Cowboy Caviar. Note, we're not talking fish eggs here. We're just going to make a different version, though, of a dip that it's really, I call it a dip. It could be a side dish. You could put it on top of a salad if you wanted to. So let's kind of run through the ingredients here for you and show you what we're going to be using here. We're going to be using some cilantro. Got fresh cilantro here for you right now. We'll chop it up here in just a second. Everything else, though, is going to be some canned goods here. So I went ahead and got some black beans there. Yellow corn, but if you want to do a little variation, white corn would be fine. Pinto beans. If you don't want to do pinto beans, a substitute that you could do instead would be black-eyed peas. And then, of course, for more flavor, color, beautification, is going to be some freshly chopped up tomatoes there. We also have red onion. About half of a red onion, and then about half or so there of an orange bell pepper. You can go red bell pepper if you'd like. That's why you can just really change this up. And spice-wise, chili powder, green chilies here. If you want to use jalapenos, go for it. Mix it up, right? But I went ahead and got some green chilies, and we'll dump this in here in a second. That's just some fresh lime juice, honey, and olive oil. So first things first, what we're going to do here is we're going to put avocado in this as well. So if you ever cut an avocado, if you haven't yet, let me kind of show you the technique that I like to go with. So I'll just take the knife and go right down into the avocado, then carefully rotate it there around the blade, not to cut yourself, and then one more rotation. And if you do it just right, you have lined it up perfectly. So now you have that very perfect circle there. That is, of course, the pit there in the middle. And some people, what they'll like to do is take a spoon and try to dig it out and dig it out. If you do it carefully, what you can do is actually hit your pit like that, give your avocado a twist, and your pit stays right there on your knife. You can pull it off. Actually, I suggest pushing it off. So come from the back side of your knife where you're not sharp. And what you'll do is just slowly work your way towards that pit. And if you push just a little bit, as you see there, it comes right off. That's how you're going to do your avocado. Now we want diced avocado. So one thing you can do while it's still kind of in its casing here is take yourself a knife and just go all the way through right to the bottom. Of course, the avocado is not hard if it's ripe correctly. And you just work your way down the edges vertically, and then you can rotate it and then cut it just like so. Do some more vertical cuts there. And what you've done is you now chop this up there inside your shell, so then you can take your spoon, and once you have it all cut up, you just kind of use your spoon, and there you go. Your avocado is going to be all diced up into those little bitty chunks. And I'll do the other side here in just a second. But there's no cooking with this recipe. This is going to take, the most time you're going to have with this is going to be prepping everything, because you're going to get your canned goods here, but you're going to drain them and rinse them off, because they come with seasonings and a juice or whatever, a sauce if you want to call it that. You're going to drain all that off. Once this is all said and done, that's when you just start adding everything in. So you're going to go with 1 can there of your black beans. You're going to go with 1 can of your corn. Again, you can use white corn if you'd like. We're going to throw in the pinto beans. You can go with black-eyed peas. We're going to throw in the tomatoes here. And if you want some flavor, they actually make canned tomatoes that have like green chilies already in them. So you could go that route if you wanted to. Freshly chopped up there is a little bit of an orange bell pepper, and then of course that onion in there too. That's going to be about half of a red onion. Now keep in mind, this is all soft, right? Your beans are soft, the avocado soft. The more you stir this, you're going to start smushing things up. So get all your ingredients in there at once and then do your mixing. A little bit of olive oil in there, some from fresh flavor. And now I want a bit of sweetness with this. This is going to have a bite from the onion. It's going to have good flavor there with all your vegetables, but I also want a little bit of sweetness with this. So let's do about 1 tablespoon there of honey. And then for that bitterness with a kick, but a good fresh flavor, let's do about 1/4 of a cup there of lime juice, squeezed lime juice, and then some of those green chilies on top. And for a little bit of heat, add in about 1 teaspoon or so there of some chili powder. Now all you have to do with this, we're going to add cilantro in here too, by the way. Let me go chop some of that up just a second. But now all you're going to do is just really stir all this up, get everything evenly distributed, especially that honey. Of course, it's on the little bit of the thick side there. Get it nice and evenly coated. Stir gently with this. Go to the bottom, bring it up to the top so that everything gets coated there in the juices and that honey as well. But again, remember, stir gently, and we're not going to stir a whole lot more than that because we are not wanting to smash and crush the beans and the avocado that's already in there. So I'm going to wrap up avocado, one more here, throw in some fresh chopped up cilantro, and you can serve it with some chips. We'll serve it up to Ron here coming up in a couple of minutes.